Namaskar friends, welcome back to Astrology with Ninad. In this video, I am going to discuss the monthly horoscope prediction for Feb 2025 for the fifth sign in the zodiac, which is Leo, known as Simha Rashi. Try to look at prediction from both your ascendant and moon sign, as over a period of time, you will know exactly which sign prediction you resonate most with. I will be talking about several major life areas such as career, health, business, finance, love life, and much more. Before I get to the prediction part, let's take some time to see how the planetary alignment is going to look like for this month. Starting with Jupiter, it will be placed in your 10th house in the sign of Taurus. Mars will be in your 11th house in the sign of Gemini. Speaking of Rahu and Ketu, the north and the south node of the moon, Rahu will be placed in your 8th house in the sign of Pisces, along with Venus, which will be exalted. So they will be in conjunction in the 8th house. Directly opposite, Rahu's counterpart Ketu, the south node of the moon, will be placed in the second house in the sign of Virgo. Speaking of Saturn, Mercury, and Sun, Saturn will be placed all month long in its own Mool Trikon Aquarius in the 7th house. But Sun and Mercury for the first couple of weeks will be in the 6th house, but in the last couple of weeks, they will both transit to the 7th house and will be conjunct with Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. Finally, Moon, which is the fastest moving planet, will keep changing signs throughout the month and will keep moving quite fast. Now, let's talk about the areas of life starting with the career. In terms of job and professional life, the month is looking to be powerfully activated for your job area. Reason being, your career lord Venus itself will be in exaltation, although it will be in the 8th house, the Ashtam Bhav, along with the amplifier Rahu. And then you also have the planet Jupiter, which represents expansion in the 10th house itself. And there is a Rashi Parivartan Yog between Jupiter and Venus. So, what does this signify for your professional life? Well, it depends. If you are running a very good Mahadasha or Antardasha, and if the position of these two planets, especially Jupiter and Venus, are very well placed in your natal chart, then you can see sudden unexpected major growth in your job. It could come in the form of a bonus, promotion, salary increment, desired job transfer to a new location, to a different department. It could be an internal transfer, or maybe if you're looking for a new job with the company of your dream, then it can also fructify for you. So, this is the kind of alignment that this combination is indicating. But if you are not running a good Mahadasha Antardasha, if the position of these particular planets is not well placed in your chart, then there can also be sudden unexpected problems that could crop up at your workplace. It could be office politics, it could be potential loss of job, it could be applying for a lot of new jobs but not getting any chance for interviews. It could even be unnecessary defamation, right? Because Venus is conjunct with Rahu. So, overall, you need to be careful in your dealings with people at the workplace. Be on guard, stay alert of your true well wishers and people who do not wish you well. So, keep those people at a base distance. But again, overall, it is a very powerfully activated month and it can go either way depending upon your natal chart and the major and minor planetary period that you are running. If I talk about business, then overall, the first couple of weeks can be quite a powerful time for your business area. So use it to your advantage. But in the last couple of weeks, it can be a potentially problematic situation here because you see that your business lord Saturn will become combust especially in the last week due to being in close conjunction with the strong enemy planet Sun, which happens to rule your ascendant itself. So be a bit careful in your business related dealings, transaction, and financial decisions, especially in the last couple of weeks of this month. If I talk about finance, overall, the financial area is going to be mediocre throughout the month. Again, it can be really good if you are running a very good Mahadasha, Antardasha, especially from, as I mentioned before, the job area. You could suddenly get a bonus promotion, a major salary increment. It can happen if, considering all factors being equal. But you cannot ignore the fact that, Ketu is in the second house. So you have to be very cautious with your investments, because if you are not, then there can be sudden loss of financial wealth as well, because the natural planet of finances, of wealth, of luxury, Venus, is going to be in the 8th house. Although Jupiter will be strongly placed, you need to make sure to strategize and balance your portfolio allocation and your investments. So basically, try to play it as safe as possible in terms of finances. But overall, it should be a mediocre to mostly a good month if you do not invest in high risk speculative investments unless your natal chart supports that. In terms of health area, it is going to be a bit of a relief you are going to feel, especially as the month progresses. Especially in the last couple of weeks, there can be major relief in your health area, and any, kind of acute health issues you were facing can be significantly reduced. So keep working on your health. Take up the right kind of exercise which makes sense for you. Eat the right kind of food, do yoga, meditation, taking walks, being physically active will keep your health channeled in a very good direction. If I talk about love life, then overall, for love life, it is looking to be a positive month, because your fifth lord is going to become direct at the start of the month itself. For single people, it is good news, and there are chances of now potentially meeting compatible people. For those couples already in a relationship, there can be slight ups and downs still moving forward. But if you are going to resolve any pending issues, then you can certainly be on the same page moving forward, and you can, basically have a good harmony and peace in the relationship. If I talk about marriage, for single people wanting to get married, wanting to settle down, the first 2 weeks are looking very good for the same. But the last 2 weeks, marriage related events should be definitely avoided, because your seventh lord will become combust. So better to play it safe. Those couples already married will experience a lot of harmony, bliss, and peace in the married life in the first couple of weeks, a lot of stability. But in the last 2 weeks, especially the last week of Feb 2025, can create unnecessary misunderstandings, complications in your married life. So be aware and plan accordingly. Try to resolve any pending issues and try to be on the same page moving forward, so that the peace and harmony in your married life can remain for the foreseeable future. If I talk about children and progeny area, in terms of those women wanting to conceive and not having much luck, finally, there can be a bit of a respite moving forward, although not completely, but a little more respite can be seen in this area. And if I talk about those people having children, your relationship with them will now slowly improve a bit more, not completely. If there are any misunderstandings, slowly and steadily those can be resolved by putting in the hard work and being proactive in trying to remedy that situation. In terms of education, primary education area will now slowly see some good relief in the last couple of weeks. So, students should put in the hard work and effort, and now they will start to see good success for the same, especially as the month progresses. For those students pursuing master's PhD programs, secondary education related field will also now start to see good progress as the month moves forward. So it is going to provide major relief for those people in the higher education domain. Finally, in terms of travel, for short distance travel journeys, the time is going to be very much activated. So you are going to, embark on that, but make sure to not speed and drive your vehicle or there could be problems. In terms of long distance travel journey vacation, the time is looking to improve, especially the last couple of weeks are looking to be very favorable for long distance travel journey and vacation, so you can use that to your advantage. I believe I covered all the areas of life for my Leo friends, and I hope you have a fantastic month of Feb 2025. All the best.